Hiya, just been doing a bit of gardening, so I thought I'd take the opportunity to do an update on how various things are growing, where we're up to. I think it's now near the start of August, I think the 7th of August, so this will be a good chance to see how everything's been growing. So starting with the garlic, last time this was drying in the summer house, now we've turned it into a nice little pretty plat, and that should store and be good through until we get through it all. And we might probably use some of these bulbs in order to sow to grow some more for next year. We've just harvested our red onions, so we've got, I don't know, about 40 or so onions here. We do use onions an awful lot, so I think we'll probably get through those certainly inside a couple of months. But we'll do the same thing with those as with the garlic, so we'll put them into the summer house for a few weeks to dry them out, and then we'll be able to store those, neaten them up, get the soil off them, and then store those through the winter, or until, like I say, till we use them all up. Might need to grow more of those next year, but they've been very successful, so quite happy with those. In this bed, it's now looking a little bit barren because we'd let some rocket and lettuce run a bit far and go to seed. So we've got a few radishes here, some rocket which I've trimmed right back. Hopefully some of that will start growing a bit more. So in this space we'll put some more lettuce. These tall things here are actually parsnips, and I think they might end up being some of the largest parsnips in the world. So we'll see how they go. They've still got a long way to go though, because it's still summer and you want to leave those until about November to crop, so we'll see. Not too sure about those. At the other end we do have some carrots. You can just see a little carrot poking out there. We've not been too lucky with the carrots, so we'll see. This bit here is a row of beetroot, which is all doing really well. We've got loads of beetroot, so we'll do a lot with that. This is some herbs, so some parsley that we planted. We were growing that in pots, but planted it up into the bed and it's done very well, so we'll use some of that. Some coriander here and a little bit of basil as well. Moving over here, we've got our small sweet corn plantation. Only 3 of them seem to have grown big enough to go to seed. They're meant to be wind pollinated as well, so I'm hoping, I keep brushing them against each other, hoping that will do the job. And then hopefully some of those will start turning into corn cobs soon. Then we get to our tomato section. So quite a few tomato plants, but you can see there's quite a few tomatoes. They're yet to go anywhere near turning red. So these ones are all, this is a type called Tigerella. You can kind of see a few stripes on it, but they're not going red yet. Down here, this one's just starting to go a little bit orangey. This is a type called orange banana. It only ever goes orange. There's a few more of them hidden, so they're doing well. And then there's another type here. This is a salad type called Urbicani. Lots of these. They're doing quite well, but again, yet to turn orange. Hopefully they'll start ripening before any blight kicks in. And then this one at the end is a weird thing. It's called a tomatillo. It's actually related to the gooseberry, but it puts these little kind of weird leafy pods, and then the fruit grows inside that. And so if you squeeze it, you can actually feel, once you squeeze it a little bit, there's something inside. And then the fruits, it's actually like a green tomato, and we use that in Mexican cooking. So first time growing those. I think we won't crop those till about September. This is where we just got the onions from, so big space here. Maybe we'll do, I don't know, maybe some more lettuce, but we're going to put lettuce over there. We'll have to figure out what we can sow now. This is our leek section, so little area here with quite a few leeks. They're all looking pretty good. Meant to only be 1 per hole, but some of them have grown 2 per hole, so we'll just leave them there, let them fight it out, see which one's best. This very chopped section is all turnips. So we've had quite a bit of turnip growth, which is good, but it was all looking very, very, you can still see it here, a little bit white, a bit of powdery mildew, and so I'm trying to get rid of any leaves which have that on it, hoping that the plants, what's left, will grow a bit more. And then just pulled up a row of dead spinach here, and then we've got some more carrots which are all moped over a bit because the beetroot here is taking over. And again, lots of good looking beetroots all growing, so we've got beetroot for days, but that's good because we like beetroot. Around here, this is where we've cropped some potatoes from already, so we did that the other day. A few more courgettes. I think this guy is, let's see if I can get round. Yeah, so this one's ready to go, and then there's another little one just growing there as well. Our squash plant. This squash plant has been a tremendous failure. It's grown very well, but it's not put out any fruit. This tiny one at the top is the first fruit we've actually had on it, and I don't know if it's got enough time to grow, so not too impressed with this one. It's meant to be a summer squash, but we'll see. Running out of summer. This is a butternut squash. It's not really a climber, but there is a squash plant growing there, and there's another one just behind it as well, just in there. So I think we'll get 2 out of that. Another courgette plant with some more courgettes growing, so one there, another one there. This is another squash. We've got one little one there, so 3 off that. And then this is probably our best squash down here. It's called a Turkish turban, but that's pretty big, and it's growing another one up here which looks really fun, so a couple off that, so some squash success. Another courgette, but at the moment I think we've recently cropped. It's maybe got a few little ones just at the end. This one does yellow ones, but they're not doing great at the moment. We'll see if we get any more. Quite a few false starts recently with some courgettes growing but not pollinating. So this might be getting towards the end of its time. We'll see. I think that's about it for the veg. If we go back up to the other end, things in pots. So this was our blackcurrant bush. We actually took the blackcurrants off, and we're trying to make blackcurrant liqueur from that. We didn't have enough to really do anything else with, so we thought may as well turn it into some alcohol. Got a strawberry plant down here, which I think is done for all its strawberries now, and is now just trying to grow and continue its life. This is all dahlias. So hopefully they'll start flowering soon. We've got, these are some dahlias that were grown from seed that are flowering, and then yeah, all sorts in this bed. We bought some new things, so these are new, and these are new alliums, and we bought those from the flower show. Went to Tatton Park Flower Show and bought those and added those to the garden. Yeah, so that bed's looking quite nice. Doing lots of growing at the moment, which is good. Oh, and a few little bits down here that are new. Some new heucheras, and I'm not sure what those leafy things are called, but they're all doing quite well. Bees seem to like them, which is good. And then coming down towards the house, we've got some more pots here. More dahlias over here. So starting to bud. So hopefully these will pop out really soon. Rosemary, very sad looking sage. Need to sort this herby bit out and put some more useful things in. But the clematis is happy, the jasmine's happy, waving away in the air, so that's good. More dahlias, because Kaylee has a dahlia problem. This one's the closest to flowering, so that's good. Hopefully those will all be out and about soon. Eucalyptus still alive, which is good. And then some cosmos, which again are just budding. These will be a little bit late to flower. I think these are rudbeckias. Very nice, these yellow things. And then loads of lobelia that we just shoved into all sorts of pots. Some more cosmos. This is what cosmos actually looks like, quite delicate, little pink and purple things. So they're all really nice. Yeah, and that's it, looking back at the garden and the summer house at the other end. So yeah, so that's the update from the start of August.